free?
For you.
Are you free?
Free? Oh, I actually had to pay to be here. Oh, man. I'll make you pay for being here. Oh, this is nice being here. I don't always get to perform in the big venues like this.
Hey, now.
No, I'm not trying to brag right out of the gates, but, last week I was out in South Dakota. Yeah, South Dakota, where the buffalo roam.
What? Boss is from South Dakota.
Yes.
That's all right. I'll talk slower. South Dakota, where the buffalo roam, and so does my stinking cell phone, I found out. What's going on out there? You're holding on to the hope that the CB radio is the technology that's going to win out? Yeah. I was in a town so small, the town had 5 bars, my phone had none. Here's how desperate for reception I was. I spent a day and a half trying to bounce a call off the Corn Palace. See, everybody's familiar with the Palace. We're a well-traveled group here. Francis did not tell me I was going to be doing a show for such a well-traveled group. For anybody that has not yet experienced South Dakota's 4th largest tourist attraction, I'm going to try to explain the Corn Palace. You can correct me if I'm wrong on this. The Corn Palace, you guys, it's a giant building covered in corn. I've never wanted to see a building hit by lightning. I'd rather see that bad boy go up. You don't stop and mix with him, right? You don't stop and buy a silly t-shirt if the entire town's knee deep in Jimmy Pop. That's at least a little bit cool, right? See, I'd never been there before. I didn't know what to expect from the people in South Dakota. I asked my friends what they're going to be like. My comedy friends were like, "You were going to hate South Dakota." I was like, "Well, why is that?" And they're like, "See, South Dakota audiences, they can be a little slow sometimes." And see, I think that's a really messed up thing to say. I think you should give every audience the benefit of the doubt. I'm actually doing that with some of you right now, to be honest with you. I'm not going to point to anybody out. You seem to have grouped yourselves nicely in a row. I pulled into town, and first off, I find out I'm doing a show there at a VFW. I know, you're not so bad here at the Holiday Inn now. VFW, I know, just like Vegas. But it's one of those things when you're a comic, you can do all kinds of little dive bar gigs. I've done, all the VFWs and Legions, little one-nighter kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, this can't be that bad. Pull up in front of the place, and they're actually advertising. I have to say my name outside in lights, the marquee. Okay, I called it a marquee. It's one of those gas station trailer hit signs, big flashing arrow on the top. It said, "Thursday night is comedy night." I'm like, all right, these people aren't that bad. My friends are just messing with me. Swear to God, right below that it said, "Tuesday night is Mexican night." Aloha. So, aloha to all my Latino friends here in the group. I want you to feel right at home. Yeah. It's nice being here in St. Cloud. How many of you are from here? Anyone? Okay. Yeah. I was here 3 weeks ago and there was a blizzard, so this is nice being back. Yeah, it was a blizzard. Downtown St. Cloud, I saw a homeless guy. And to be homeless is horrible. But to be homeless in Minnesota in the winter, that's commitment. I mean, if you see a homeless person next winter, you guys help them out. Tell them to go south for the winter. Right? There's nothing keeping them here like house payments or a job. I mean, we should see flocks of shopping carts headed south on the interstate every fall, right? Big V formations chasing after the geese.
Yeah.
What the heck? If you're going to be a bum, might as well be a beach bum, right? You know what? I saw this guy downtown. He's out there. He's busting his butt all day long, picking up aluminum cans. And you know what? I understand they pick up the cans, they cash them in for some money. I'm totally cool with that concept. Then I saw the same guy, he took all his hard-earned aluminum can money. What do you think is the first thing he runs out and buys with it? Booze, exactly. Booze that came in a glass bottle. Like, buddy, what are you thinking? Buy a 12-pack, sleep in tomorrow. Work smarter, not harder, my friend. Why pick up tomorrow what you can drink tonight, right? Some extra shut tomorrow morning. Hit that snooze rock a couple of times. Yeah, snooze rock. What did I get electricity in the bridge since my last trip here? Yeah. So we had a blizzard here, and then see, I love watching these storms. I hate to break it to you guys, this is probably not the end of winter yet. I mean, is anybody buying that? No. See, we have been burned by that so many times. We're like, yeah, is it June yet? We might put the snow shovel away. I mean, I don't put the scraper, I don't take it out of my car until at least 4th of July weekend. But see, we actually can prepare for this stuff now. It's not like when we were kids. I mean, you can watch this stuff rolling across the country for like a week and a half at least. You know, it rolls across the country on the Weather Channel. It's not like when we were kids. I'm looking at the ages of the people here in the room. Most of you are probably like me. You didn't have the Weather Channel when you were growing up, right? I mean, you have the channel that was all snow, but that was just standard. No, I mean, you wouldn't know this stuff was coming that far out. You go over to somebody else's house, it'd be like a beautiful crystal blue morning, right? You go over to somebody else's place, and that storm would come out of nowhere. And it would sock you in for a couple of days. Usually some crazy people too, right? Like your parents' friends from work, or like those weird relatives you only got to see a couple times a year, you know, because of court orders and stuff. But you'd always get to the point of being trapped with other people. You start getting some cabin fever. People start freaking out a little bit. You know, you see that group of people trapped together. It's usually, you know, who would get it first. That start getting really brave would be the smokers, right? They realize they're running low on cigarettes. Oh man, those people get brave. They see that little break in the storm. They're like, dude, I'm going for it. Somebody always tries to stop them. You know, no, don't. Person goes out in weather like that. Well, they could die. Let's just order a pizza. Those pizza guys are expendable, I guess. Tries in the big news story in Channel 9 every spring, just ditches full of Domino's pizza cards. Those lit up signs poking through the snow like some kind of Easter flower. And my favorite now to watch is you know, because we can handle it when we get like a foot and a half of snow now. We can handle it. It's like, I guess, you know, I'm going to go into work a couple hours late. You know, it doesn't really stop us in Minnesota. It doesn't stop other parts of the country. Like last winter, Atlanta, Georgia got snow in one of these storms. And Atlanta got shut down, you guys, because Georgia got that much snow. And those people were losing their minds. I mean, people were abandoning their cars on the interstates. They're like, I'm not going to die here. We're hoofing it to town. We'll make some snowshoes out of those McDonald's wrappers. You gotta go. And so it showed all these kids in Georgia, they're not in school because you can't, you know, send kids to school in that because they could die. Boredom or something, I don't know. But it showed these kids are not in school, so they're not having snowball fights. And first off, they don't have enough snow to really get enough to make, well, they can't make a snowman, right? Because it takes them a half hour just to get enough snow together to make a snowball. And kids in Georgia do not know how to make a proper snowball. They do not. I mean, they don't know how to like pack those things. There aren't like rocks and glass and stuff in them. So they don't know how to make a Midwestern snowball. So it shows these kids on TV in Georgia having snowball fights with this handful of powder. Yeah, it's like watching people get into a fight with glitter. Or they try to act tough about it. These kids from like downtown, you know, like Atlanta, they're out there, ha-ha! Oh, that's kind of pretty. Don't show that on TV. No wonder other countries sometimes think we are the biggest wusses on the planet. I mean, if you show that on TV, show kids from the Midwest then, balance this out a little bit. I think that would be a little bit more realistic. You know, be like, hey, look, here's one the plow kicked off. Right, you're gonna have to move a little bit closer. Yeah, I know, I'll lift with my legs. Oh. Sorry about your truck. I love this time of year because we are like now in the stretch where we are hitting all the family get-togethers, all the, and it pretty much goes through summer, because you have like, Memorial Day and Mother's Day and Father's Day and 4th of July and family reunions. I used to hate family reunions when I was a kid, because they always seemed like really boring and weird people there. And now it's like, I love it, because I'm 45. I'm at the age now where my family started trying out little family secrets. All their kids together. I'm talking about stuff they kept from us when we were little, because they don't want us to grow up all messed up. And now they're like, we've been saving this stuff for you. Like, check this out. And Frances can probably back this up, because she knows my family in the small town we grew up in, central Minnesota. Found out this year at Christmas that my mom and my dad are second cousins. Oh, you're creeped out? People, that makes me my own third cousin. Not so funny to me. Yeah, there are parts I don't even think about touching in the shower anymore. Wake up tomorrow morning with wet toes. I don't know if that is worth the hassle. See, they started this little family secret a few years back. That's when they decided to tell us kids at Christmas that year. Mom and Dad decided to tell us that year that they were getting divorced after being married for 28 years. And see, that put me the oldest kid at 29 at the time. Like 8 or 9 if you did the math on that. You guys, it put me in this really awkward spot. I don't know if anybody else has had their parents split up when you're older, but it messes you up. So I'm sitting there going, oh man, do I live with my mom or do I live with my dad? Once again, not so funny to me. I mean, they've been split up for a little while, right? So they each had their own place. I thought about living over at my dad's, but growing up, my dad, he was the disciplinary, the spanker. I mean, I don't know what you guys call them in your families, the designated hitters, I don't know. But my dad, he was old school dad. Like I'm guessing most of you had, just once again going out the ages of the people here in the room tonight. None of you had the new age, wussy timeout dads, did you? No, see, when we were kids, a timeout, that was the time we were out. Like unconscious time, me time is what we call it. Wow, you guys got smacked around a lot. What did you do? Now, see, if you had the dads like that, you also had the dads that were right before they laid into you, that beating that was going to take you within an inch of your life. They would say something so stupid to you, you start giggling while they're wailing. Right where you had to like bury your face in the pillow so it sounds like you're crying, not laughing. It was always some brilliant dadism, It was always something like, well, I just want you to know, this is going to hurt me as much as not unless you got tennis elbow. If it's going to hurt you that bad, throw me the belt for a couple rounds. Take one for the team. See, I thought about living around my mom's place, but my mom, she just had so many rules. Like, the one I couldn't stand was she wouldn't let my girlfriend stay overnight. Well, that's the reason she was so ticked at my dad. It's like, you want to keep a secret, don't you, son? No. In fact, I think this is a really good time to talk about reinstating that allowance, old man. In my 40s now, I got needs. Yeah, I could not live at home. My youngest brother still lives at home. He is the golden child in our family. Yeah. See, there's 6 kids in our family. I'm sure there's people in this room that can beat that number by quite a bit. What's the highest number we got? What? 12? 17? Wow, this is turning into an auctionalism. What? 14 seed? We didn't have cable TV. Our parents didn't have anything else to do. See, here's the weird thing. People from like small families are the worst. Are like the single children. They can't grasp what it's like having that many siblings. They think it's, oh, that's gotta be so wonderful. I wish I had a lot of brothers and sisters. No, you don't. See, what they don't understand is if you come from a big family, your parents lie to you. They'll tell you whoppers. The biggest one is, well, we love you all the same. No, they don't. Right? There's always one kid they love just a little bit more, and the rest of you, they're just keeping around for spare parts occasionally. Brother needs a new kidney. See, in my family, that was my little brother, my baby brother Keith. He was the golden child. And I found that out one year, once again at Christmas, because this is when our parents always decide to throw us a little surprise. They decided to tell us that year at Christmas, or show us how much they loved him. They gave my little brother, well, actually, let me tell you what they gave me first. This is so lame. My parents gave me an apple. Yeah. Merry Christmas. They gave me an F. Give my little brother a bow and arrow. They two don't play together. I'm gonna remember that, Mom, when you need to go into a nursing home. It's gonna look a lot like the basement. It'll be like wood paneling and shade carpet. Where you're spending the golden years. Yeah. Get to visit my grandma tomorrow. My grandma's getting kind of old, so a couple months ago we had to take and put her in one of those casinos. Way cheaper than a nursing home. We're saving the basement for Mom. So double occupancy that day. No, I don't know if anybody's shopped for a nursing home for anybody lately. Those things are not cheap. I mean, we looked around. The cheapest one we could find is like 50 grand a year minimum. And you don't want to put somebody in a cheap nursing home either. But 50 grand. I did the math on that. That's $1 million to grandma down at Mystic. She has an accident there. Everybody just thinks she wants something. I don't think she's gross anymore. Your grandma's kind of cool. Why don't you sit next to her on the bus? I felt that joke about my grandma. But like a few years ago, she started to, there's like just this like little change. It was Mother's Day. We went over to Grandma's house. My grandma has 9 kids and like a gazillion grandkids. And we went over to her house on Mother's Day, and for some reason, she decided, for the first time in her life, she was going to make all the kids and all the grandkids, she was going to make them Jell-O shots. Here's the thing, if your grandma makes you a Jell-O shot, what do? Dang right you drink it. You knock that thing back, you pound down those little chunks of carrot, everything. You just those soggy grapes, you just. And I don't know what the deal is, if it was the Jell-O shots or just what, but for some reason, Grandma that night, she kind of embarrassed the whole family, and that was